You know how everyone talks about curb appeal when selling a house? Well, the inside matters just as much, and nothing sets the mood quite like houseplants. A big, leafy monstera in the living room, a shiny fiddle leaf fig in the corner, or even a peace lily on the table can completely change the feel of a space. Plants make rooms feel warm, inviting, and, honestly, a little more high-end without breaking the bank. Buyers don't just look at square footage, they pay attention to how a place feels. That fresh, natural vibe is exactly what plants bring to the table, making a house feel more like a home. So stick around, because in this video we're diving into 11 houseplants that can not only impress potential buyers but might just help you close the deal faster. First up, let's talk about the fiddle leaf fig. It's basically the rock star of modern home staging. Realtors actually say that homes with stylish greenery can sell up to 20% faster because buyers feel more connected to the space, and nothing nails that look quite like a tall fiddle leaf with its big, dramatic leaves. Place one in a living room corner and it instantly makes the space feel larger, brighter, and more expensive, almost like something out of a design magazine. The best part is, it thrives in bright, indirect light and only needs watering once the top inch of soil dries out, which makes it pretty easy to keep looking healthy during showings. It's bold, trendy, and instantly gives off that dream home vibe that helps buyers picture themselves living there. Next on the list is the Moth Orchid, and honestly, it's one of the easiest ways to add instant elegance without spending much. Staging experts love orchids because they're sleek, timeless, and can stay in bloom for up to 3 months, which means you don't have to worry about swapping them out during open houses. Studies show that people perceive spaces with fresh flowers as cleaner and more welcoming, and orchids definitely deliver that polished look. A single orchid on the dining table or bathroom counter adds a spa-like touch that makes buyers linger a little longer. Plus, they only need low to medium light and a quick soak once a week, super simple care for maximum payoff when showing your home. Now let's move to the Majesty Palm, a plant that instantly creates that resort-style vibe buyers secretly crave. Tall, graceful fronds make any space feel airy and relaxed, almost like bringing a vacation into the living room. Real estate stagers often recommend adding palms because they soften hard corners and make rooms feel bigger and brighter, two things buyers love. A healthy Majesty Palm also signals good care of the home itself, which can boost buyer confidence. It thrives in bright, indirect light and likes consistently moist soil, so with just a little attention it stays lush and green during showings. Add one near a window or entryway, and suddenly your home feels like an inviting retreat worth paying more for. The Monstera Swiss Cheese Plant is a total showstopper when it comes to home staging, thanks to those iconic split leaves that buyers instantly recognize from design magazines and Instagram feeds. It gives off a stylish, modern vibe that makes living spaces look curated without being overdone. Realtors point out that homes with trendy, well-placed plants like the Monstera often leave stronger impressions during showings, which can actually help shorten time on the market. Care-wise, it's pretty forgiving. Just medium to bright indirect light and a good watering when the soil starts to dry out, and it stays lush and photogenic. Place it in a corner of the living room or next to a reading chair, and suddenly the space feels designer-level polished, the kind of look that helps buyers picture themselves moving right in. The umbrella plant, also known as Schefflera, is one of those underrated gems that can completely transform a room's atmosphere during showings. Its glossy, umbrella-shaped leaves fan out in a way that instantly adds height, texture, and a sense of energy to a space, making it feel more lively and well cared for. Stagers often lean on plants like this because studies show greenery can boost perceived home value by making interiors appear fresher and more inviting. The umbrella plant thrives in bright, indirect light but is tough enough to handle lower light too, which means it keeps looking great no matter where you place it. With just occasional watering to keep the soil lightly moist, it stays vibrant and green, sending the subtle message to buyers that the home is stylish, well-maintained, and ready for them to move into. Dieffenbachia, often called dumb cane, is a powerhouse plant for home staging because of its bold, variegated leaves that instantly brighten up any corner. Those creamy patterns mixed with deep green add a pop of contrast that photographs beautifully, something that's huge when your listing hits online, since nearly 97% of buyers start their home search there. It's a plant that makes a space feel dynamic and well-designed without requiring a decorator's budget. Care is simple too. It likes medium light and regular watering when the top layer of soil dries out, so it's easy to keep lush during showings. Plus, its upright growth habit can fill empty corners or balance out large furniture, giving rooms a polished, magazine-ready look that buyers can't help but notice. Anthurium, often called the flamingo flower, is a staging secret weapon because it combines glossy green leaves with those striking red, heart-shaped blooms that last for weeks. That pop of color adds instant warmth and energy to a room, and design research shows buyers are more emotionally drawn to spaces with vibrant accents like flowers or bold greenery. It's especially effective on a coffee table, kitchen island, or entryway, where it acts like a natural focal point that makes the home feel more cared for and inviting. Anthuriums thrive in bright, indirect light and just need their soil to stay slightly moist, making them low maintenance but high impact. With its sculptural look and touch of elegance, this plant does more than decorate. It helps create the kind of emotional connection that can push buyers to imagine themselves living in the space. The Moonshine snake plant is a sleek, modern favorite that works wonders in home staging because of its silvery green leaves that look almost sculptural. It's one of the toughest houseplants you can own, thriving on neglect, which means it'll stay sharp and stylish even if you forget about it for weeks. Realtors often note that snake plants, especially the Moonshine variety, add a clean, contemporary vibe that appeals to younger buyers and city dwellers who value low-maintenance living. It's also an air purifier, which subtly communicates healthy home to potential buyers, something people are paying more attention to these days. Just place it in a corner, hallway, or bedroom and let it do its thing. It tolerates low to bright light and only needs watering every few weeks, all while keeping your home looking modern, fresh, and move-in ready. Wintergreen berries are a fantastic choice for adding seasonal charm and a cozy feel to your home when it's on the market. Their deep green foliage paired with those bright red berries creates a natural pop of color that stands out beautifully in photos and during walkthroughs, exactly the kind of detail buyers remember. Staging experts often highlight the power of small accents like this, since even a touch of red can make a room feel more welcoming and festive, especially in fall and winter listings. They thrive in bright, indirect light and prefer slightly acidic, well-draining soil, so they're fairly easy to keep looking fresh. Set them on a windowsill, entryway table, or even as a centerpiece, and you instantly add warmth and personality that makes your home feel more lived in the best possible way. African violets are small but mighty when it comes to boosting a home's charm, thanks to their velvety leaves and constant supply of colorful blooms. These little plants are known to flower year-round under the right conditions, which means they can keep adding cheerful pops of purple, pink, or white throughout your showings. Research has shown that buyers are more drawn to homes that feel cared for and full of life, and a healthy African violet on a side table or kitchen counter does exactly that. They don't need much space, just bright, indirect light and careful watering from the bottom to avoid leaf spots, making them easy to maintain while still looking polished. Their compact size and vibrant flowers bring a sense of coziness and warmth that helps buyers picture the house as a home, not just another listing. The red Chinese Evergreen is a true statement plant for staging, with its striking mix of green and pink-red leaves that instantly brighten up any room. Bold foliage like this doesn't just add color. It gives buyers the impression of a stylish, well-kept home, and studies show that pops of red in decor can even make spaces feel more energetic and memorable. It's a hardy plant too, thriving in low to medium light and only needing water when the soil starts to dry out, which means it'll stay looking great with very little effort during the selling process. Place it in an entryway, office, or living room corner, and it brings a warm, welcoming vibe that subtly tells buyers the home is modern, vibrant, and ready for them. With its easy care and eye-catching look, this plant is more than decoration. It's a subtle way to boost the overall appeal of your space. And there you have it, 11 houseplants that don't just look good, they actually help create the kind of atmosphere that makes buyers fall in love with your home. From bold statement greens to colorful accents, each one adds that little extra something that turns a house into a place people can picture themselves living in. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite staging plant, and subscribe for more tips on using plants to transform your space. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.